Yeah, it's down
So
to
there's only one on the-
24.
For the whole day.
So there's only
the whole
one
day.
on the 1:30 docket and none on the 3 o'clock docket. There seems to be only 8:30 and 10.
Yeah, I have.
Give me one. Give me
I
one.
have 3 identical pages and one.
Yeah, give me one.
I have already.
I was testing y'all. Good job, Charlie. Good job.
What do you want?
Now I've got.
And
What do you have?
I had that.
Does anybody?
Two.
Okay. You hot?
Everybody's complaining, that's the stuff I need to stop complaining about.
You're feeling left out.
Yeah. Let's see,
And breakfast tacos.
my arm hurts.
Oh.
I used to be able to raise it this high, and I can only raise it this high now. And my head
Sound like one of my
hurts.
kids.
But don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Don't do that.
okay. Ready? Maybe two. Okay, call to order the Aransas County Appraisal Review Board. It is August the 16th at 8:32. We have a form.
We do have a quorum, sir.
In that case, we are open for protests. Now, we're going to open a series of protests, all by affidavit. Encompassed by case number 411.
Charlie, hold
Hold
on a
on,
second.
Charlie.
Throwing a monkey wrench in the works.
I think the agent's on the phone.
What's that?
I think the agent's on the phone.
That'll slow things down.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll take you tell for here. I guess, yeah, maybe. All right, so we do have an agent that called and he's gonna be transferred through to be on the phone.
For all of them,
For all of them, I'm assuming. I don't know. I tried to ask him which ones and he said, well, if you don't want to transfer me and y'all can do them by the affidavit. I said, no, I can transfer you and it's no problem.
He doesn't know which ones.
It's the Patel.
He doesn't know which one's the right phone?
He doesn't know which account. That's the thing. This agent's a little different. Every one of their employees has a computer with tens of thousands of protests.
It's gonna be him.
What's his name?
Val?
and he hung up.
Yeah. Hello?
Hi, good morning.
All right, and what is your name?
Hemin Patel.
Mr. Patel, what accounts are you calling in about?
I think we have one account today. The account number is 8818057.
Okay, hold on, let me find it. Okay, First Community Bank,
Yes,
okay, that's the only one you're calling in on.
yeah, I think we have two more tomorrow at the same time, but this is the only one I had today.
Okay. All right. Let me start,
10 o'clock. Yeah. Okay.
let me start over again then. We're opening a hearing, a single hearing on case ID 1367, account 8818057. This hearing is being recorded. Can somebody look at the affidavit and see what the,
Yes.
the protest form and see what it's protested?
It's everything.
Make sure
Sure,
we're
you
doing
do.
it.
Well,
1 and 2. Q1, Q2. Okay, we are the appraisal review board that will be hearing your protest today. We do not work for the appraisal district. We are appointed to perform an independent review of your protest. The comptroller's office provides an electronic survey for you to offer feedback about your experience today that may be accessed at the appraisal district office or online at SurveyMonkey. Survey is voluntary. I need one with just.
Yeah.
Okay. You also have the right to appeal our decision. Appeal information will be provided to you with our determination. In accordance with tax code section 4145H, all written material that has not been provided must be provided at this time. The ARB members who are considering the protest have not communicated with anyone about the protest and are signing an affidavit to that effect. I, Charles Powers, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of tax code section 4166F. She has to give me a new sheet. Go
I
ahead.
built up your song before I've not communicated with another person in violation of tax code ID 4166.
I, Scott Wagner, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of tax code section 41.66.
All testimony from all witnesses must be given under oath. I'm assuming, sir, that you are under oath for the duration of this hearing as a result of signing the affidavit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I, Aaron Burke, do solemnly swear or affirm the testimony which I'll present to the appraisal review board of the Aransas County Appraisal District is true and correct.
Mr. Patel, do you hold an appraiser's license in the state of Texas?
No, I don't.
Okay. Do you have available to you the hearing procedures document with the time limits on it?
I'm sorry.
Do you have available to you the document that shows the times, the proceed for the hearing procedures?
No, I did not.
All right, well, we have someone keeping time who will tell you when the time is up.
Okay.
You have a choice whether you speak first or the district speaks first.
I can go first to the month simple case. So,
Okay, you have 5 minutes whenever you want to start.
yes, good morning, board. As you all can see, the account did not change the value from last year. As for the Aransas County guideline depreciation charge, which is attached, I believe the value should not be same. It has to be somewhat depreciated from last year. So I'm looking for, by the guidelines, anywhere between 10 to 20% after last year's value. Thank you.
Okay, is that
Yeah,
it?
that's, yes.
Okay. And when you have 7 minutes, 2 for cross-examination and 5 for presentation.
Okay. With EPP account,
So that is,
our evidence
that's it.
is just letter requesting extension on the timeline for submitting their BPP rendition. Um, So the value this year was just what was rendered by the property owner.
Which is,
154.8. So they rendered this, but
That's what they rendered, yes.
they rendered 154.20 and now they want
That's it. So everything's pretty bare bones.
okay. Copy.
yeah, right. Okay, sir, you have 2 minutes to cross-examine and another 2 minutes for any rebuttal. So you have 4 minutes to.
No, I do not.
Okay, Eamon, you got 2 minutes if you need it.
Yeah, I do need it. Oh, okay. I will just say that the property value for this BPP account was completely different in 2021 than it was in 2020. It wasn't the same number both years. If the property owner renders a value, I think we had another case like this. If the property owner renders a value for this year of what they think their personal property is worth, we don't depreciate that estimate of value. It's a current estimate. The rendition says that, what do you think this is worth? How much your computer's worth? How much your whatever, your boat, whatever it is you got. So, I mean, I would advise them to put an accurate opinion of value on their rendition next time. That kind of, it's a pretty simple process. If they didn't render anything, their stuff would have depreciated from last year, but they re-rendered a completely different number. So that's all.
And 154,820 is what they rendered.
That's exactly what they rendered. Yeah.
Okay.
Closing.
Okay, any closing, sir? You have 1 minute if you
No.
need it.
No, I do not.
Anything else? Okay, well, I will make a motion then on case number 2021-1367, account number 8818057. With regards to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal due to the fact that the rendered value is what was submitted, that we maintain the 2021 market value at $154,820.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Patel.
Thank you. Have a good day.
I don't get it. That was like, I couldn't figure out what was going on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, business personal property.
It's a pretty weird tangent, but
That's not very typical to do it that way.
Oh, yeah.
to do what?
Appraisals that way with business personal value.
No, it's strictly a matter of like all every form of property is taxable in Texas. All property is taxable. But who's gonna do commercial, personal property? They have our office do it, but it's kind of not what we're here for. It's just like, hey, y'all can do that. It's like in smaller districts, they have us do the tax collection and stuff too. You know, the chief appraiser will be the tax collector as well. But you know, it's such a tangent compared to the rest of the stuff we're doing. It's not hard on mass appraisal model.
Yeah, my
Real
25
estate.
all we did was take our assets, sheet
Did
of
you,
assets, go through it,
text
appreciate it,
that?
and turn it back in.
No, they're probably getting a more affidavit, right?
Right.
It is what it is, unless you do something stupid like, oh, no, maybe.
So we're gonna do the rest of these now?
Yeah.
Right.
We're gonna do the rest of it, but I gotta have a new sheet.
It's pretty straightforward.
It's probably getting it together.
But you don't turn in your numbers. Mistake.
I do, yes, I do. It's like my, oh, I was just texting you.
Okay.
Are you replacing all of this?
Yes. It is Monday.
Okay. Now, we are going to open a series of cases starting with 2021-411 through 418, 420, 422 through 424, 474, 481, 525, 527, 1344, 1346, 1349, 1694, 1709, and 1710, 23 accounts. This hearing is being recorded. These hearings will be by affidavit only. We are the appraisal review board that will be hearing the protest today. We do not work for the appraisal district. We are appointed to perform an independent review of the protest. Protester has the right to appeal our decision. Appeal information will be provided to the protester with our determination. In accordance with tax code section 41.45H, all written material is assumed to have been provided with the affidavit. The ARB members who are considering the protest have not communicated with anyone about the protest and are signing affidavits to that effect. I, Charles Powers, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of tax code 4166F.
Regards to,
Oh, yeah, with regards to 2021-411 through 418, 420, 422 through 424, 474, 481, 525, 527, 1344, 1346, 1349, 1694, 1709, and 1710. 23 accounts.
Payment, what are you?
Jeez.
Stuff, it's like going anywhere. I can't get out of here.
I, Bill Dutch, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of code section 46F.
Here, right?
With regards to case number 411, 412, 413, 414, 525, 415, 1344, 1346, 1694, 16.
Yeah.
And 416, 417, 418, 481, 527, 1710, 420, 422, 423, 424, 474, and 71.
tell it.
Sign it later.
Okay. So I, Scott Wagner, do solemnly swear that I have not communicated with another person in violation of tax code section 41.66F regarding case numbers 2021-411 through 418, 420, 422 through 424, 474, 481, 525, 527, 1344, 1346, 1349, 1694, 1709, and 1710, a total of 23 counts.
All right, I, Eamon Burke, do
I was looking for it, I
solemnly
couldn't find it.
swear or affirm the testimony you shall present to the appraisal review board for the Aransas County Appraisal District is true and correct. For case numbers 411, 412, 413, 414, 525, 415, 340, 1344, 1346, 1367, 1694, 1694 years twice, 416, 417, 418, 481, 527, 1349, 1710, 420, 422, 423, 424, 474, and 1709.
Yeah.
All right.
We're opening the first hearing on case ID 2021-411, account 12113.
Okay. I will read the property owner that dated into the record here in a second.
Which one was
Yeah.
yours?
411.
I'll do that. All right, so this is the Bonnet Family Living Trust, 227 Bluff Hollow, San Antonio, Texas, 78216-6103. Properties 620 South Fulton Beach Road, apartment 201. Reasons for protest is Q1 and Q2. Evidence is 3 pages, section 5 is blank. Order, okay, it says, properties still being repaired. Other like-sized properties are selling 230,000, which is a 20% increase from last year. They don't intend to appear at the hearing, signed by Jonathan David. I don't know who Jonathan David is.
He's an agent for.
Oh, okay. All right, so shows the property value. Appraised value 53%. Last year was 177, this year it's 273. Got a sale in Bay House for 230. And survey. So you're just saying, hey, there's another one sold for 230. This should be. Okay, for our evidence, I will start off by doing this once for this week. There's not quite hundreds, because there's under 200, but there's between 1 and 200 cases this week that are all the same agent. And the vast majority of them is by affidavit. They have submitted protests. We've made evidence for them. Settlements have been made. The agents showed up. A couple different agents showed up and spent time with our appraisers. Me, Scott, Ray, I think Jackie, everybody has talked to some of these agents about these properties. So every one of these has been looked over twice, basically, by somebody who works here and at least once by somebody who works at O'Connor. So what you're getting is the balance of the things that we couldn't settle. So this is stuff all week. We're gonna go through it and I'll check to make sure one doesn't fall through the cracks. That's part of the problem with dealing with stuff in this kind of bulk. But the general assumption is going to be that our position is our notice value. And we think it's fine. And our grids are usually going to not reflect a negative adjustment. If they do, which I think there might be some in here that do, then obviously we would recommend whatever the equity grid or the sales grid puts out. But the agent, by and large, just wants these to either be board orders or they just couldn't sign off on it. So they have said that they don't want you guys to be spending hours of executive administration just to get board orders on this stuff. But unfortunately, that's just how it works. They have a lot of clients and they wanted to be able to do it with a stroke of a pen, but it doesn't work that way. So Anyways, if I'm cursory with this stuff this week, it's just because we're, I'm just trying to, I think we can get all these done this morning pretty easily, honestly. Okay. All right, so this account is 12113. Recent Allegro North sale, unit 406, sold. Okay, so this is an Allegro North condo. And it's 272. You guys are pretty familiar with it. We've included the very recent sale, unit 406. Our grid is 315 for sales and 272 for equity. They're all the same. And that's it. I think, you know, been enough time in Allegro North.
Okay, have we dealt with this in terms of other cases? Allegro North.
100 times. What's the, what is the, what's the agent asking for?
230.
So 230?
Yeah.
That's what he's asking for,
Yeah.
230? It looked like 230.
It was 230 on the nose.
230 on those.
Okay,
Okay, I'll make a motion on case number 2021-411, account number 12113. Regard to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal, that we reduce the 2021 appraisal from $272,560 to $230,000.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Open case 2021-412, account 12177. Okay.
Okay, so the property owners affidavits are as follows, and this is the one I was hoping to show you last time. This is their affidavit of evidence for all their accounts for today, I think, or maybe this is just I think this is today. And it says O'Connor accounts under property owner, property descriptions blank, reasons for protest is Q1 and 2, evidence 0. Section 5 says no evidence, see attached list. And the list says Aransas Mass affidavit. And there is an Excel column with property IDs in it. Statement of the owner is blank, so they don't intend to appear at the hearing, signed by Jonathan David. Okay. So it's kind of weird. I've never had 2 affidavits. Doing there's 2 affidavits. I guess just read them both. Anyways, okay. So this is Adam and Holly McCluckey, 3402 Cedar Mill Court, Kingwood, Texas. This property is 620 South Fulton Beach Road, apartment 807. So it's another electric. Q1 and Q2, they have 9 pages of evidence, statement of facts or arguments. Their opinion of value is $126,110. Property is still under repair from Hurricane Harvey. See attached pictures. Statement of facts that can help resolve the case. 0 neighborhood sales. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. And it's showing a condo that is still in a state of construction. And our evidence is, sure. So we're at 149.8 on this one. Our sales grid is 151 and our sales are all in Bay House. Equity grid shows 152. We're good on both of those. Other than that, just Allegro North. That's all.
Yeah, I mean, the property guard shows 50% complete. don't see any reason to change it.
No.
You?
50% looks good to me.
Okay, I'll make a motion on case 2021-412, account 12177. With respect to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity, that we maintain the 2021 appraisal at $149,810.
Second.
In favor?
Aye.
Aye. Open, case closed. Opening case 413, account 13277.
Property owners Jonathan and Jennifer Crosby Lee. Their address is 17610 Roselle Oaks Lane, Tomball, Texas. Property is 213 Windjammer. Q1, Q2 selected. Evidence is 1 page, blank statement of facts or arguments that are circled and put a question mark next to the increase in improvements value year over year. Statement of owner, stucco property, OPV 470,000. So, and then, let's see, I do not intend to appear at the hearing, signed by Jonathan Data. All right. So this property was purchased in 2015 for $450. Last year, the market value was $446. And this year it was noticed at $499,860. Our sales grid is 508,000. Equity grid is 503,000. So that is all.
Is there any reason to change?
Nope.
Okay, I'll make a motion on case 2021-413, account number 13277. With regard to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal or equity value, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $499,860.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Opening case 414, account 13374.
Okay, don't have any affidavit for this one, no evidence. The, this is last sale price, 2018. We have a verified sale number of 294,000. Last year it was 276, this year it's 274. And our sales grade is 296, again, we're at 274.
Why are we doing this with no affidavit? It wasn't done online.
Well, they had that mass
Oh.
affidavit thing.
That's applying to all of them.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And our equity grid is 288,000.
I agree. I'll make a motion on case 2021-414, count number 13374. With regard to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $274,170.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Open case 524, account 12561.
Cynthia E. Berry, 21211 Park Villa Drive, Katy, Texas. This property is 548 North Rife Street, 78336. Select Q1 and Q2. Evidence is blank. Statement of facts or argument says OPV 84,125. 1975, 46 years old, no recent improvements or updates. The owner is blank. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Check the other. Things to say taxpayer evidence. There's another one that says
520.
age and condition suggest lower value.
524.
Opinion of value 81,000.
No, go ahead.
So we have two that are signed by, they're both for Cynthia Berry.
524.
524, 12561,
Wait, what? 125.
61.
Oh, I'm at 12572. That's case 525, right?
No, 5.4.
5.4.
Yeah, that's why I got confused. 'cause you
Yeah,
got a opinion of value.
Yeah.
That was like, okay,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, so that we're not sworn in for those. For all those. So there's some of them that we don't have paperwork from.
I beg your pardon.
11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, you're right. 524 is not one of the ones on that list.
Yeah, I was going off the wrong list. Okay,
So do we do 414 in there?
We did 414. No, that's correct.
That was a correct. one.
Yeah.
we do 525 now. Opening a hearing on case 525, account 12572.
Okay, so this is Cynthia E. Berry, 21211 Parkville Drive, Katy, Texas, 77450. Property 548 Rife Street, 78336. The selected Q1 and 2. Sections 4 and 5 are blank. Statement of owner says 12572 age and condition suggests lower value. OPV 81,000. Signed by Chris Day, who doesn't intend to appear. And we have a second affidavit that was signed by Jacqueline Williams. And it's identical in every way except for the statement of facts. It's not blank. It says OPV 84,125, 1975, 46 years old, with no recent improvements or updates. And then there's a smudge. Maybe they whited something out. Our evidence is. All right, so this is a site-built home on Rife Street. Last year it was 87,960. This year it was noticed at 86,980. The 4SS 744 square foot. Okay. So it was built in 1975 and is an effective age of 2005. The first comp is really good at 80,750. And different, yeah, no, it's very similar. And then, so Young Street for 140, Freeman, Rife, 8875. Chasing rabbits. Our number is 80,000. 359. So it indicates that number. And there, yeah, that's it.
Okay,
So 3.
I'll make a motion on case number 2021-525, account number 12572. With regard to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal, that we lower the 2021 appraised value from $86,980 to $80,350.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Opening case 415, account 14932.
Ooh.
Well,
10 o'clock.
this list is, and yeah, it's 10 o'clock. Would have got me too.
The top of the 4th page.
Okay, 14932, Messina Hudson LLC, 1510 Woodbine, Houston, Texas. This property is 201 Ocean Drive. Like Q1 and Q2. Evidence is 2 pages. Statement of facts, arguments is blank. It's a no good comps to justify 24.73% increase with increase in land. Opinion of value 616,000. Signed by Jonathan Data, who doesn't intend to appear. And it has their account or their detail for this property. And transaction report, some sales in this area. This is not a grid though. This is just sales. Basically sales ratio report, but there's no ratios. They're just showing other sales, and they're like, hey, there's no sales in here. All right, last year we had this property at 566, basically 567. This year it was noticed at 707,000. Significant year-over-year value change is waterfront property on Ocean. Our sales grid indicates a value of 714,000. And our equity grid indicates a value of 716,000. Sale ratio. 30 pages. Oh, I knew it. There's pictures at the bottom of this property. And it's nice. It's nice.
Yippers.
Wow, we have this as a 5+. This should be a 6.
Okay.
Okay,
They go. Yep. Okay, make a motion on case 2021-415, account number 14932. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $707,110.
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case 1344, account 14620. I have no idea where this is.
Probably 5.
It's 5.
Said 1344, right?
Yes, that's right.
Opening case 1344, account 14620.
Okay, this is owned by Choke Canyon Motel Incorporated, PO Box 2181, Port Aransas, Texas. Property description is 590 South Highway 188, 78382. Reasons for protest are Q1 and 2. Evidence is described as 2 pages. Section 5 says OPB 52,833. PID 14517 sold for 45,000, 14397, 40,000, 56713, 73,500. Median sales. Average. Statement of owner says average. Also, property owner states the following items are in poor condition: windows, bathroom, kitchen, flooring. See property survey. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized by Jocelyn Williams. Sales in the neighborhood. And the property survey says this is the whole property overall is in average to poor condition. And then we have other affidavits. We have another one. So this one is from Chris Day. It's identical to that one in every way except statement of the owner says land sales do not support subject property increase. Opinion of value 77,000. And the last sale price 2014 was purchased for 65 grand. Market value last year 77,000. This year 90,220. Our median sales value is 116. Median equity value is 104. We have the subject properties being 2 MBL from 1986 with effective age 1986. So we're all in agreement. This place is pretty run down.
Yeah, it looks like the land is.
Yes, sir.
Did this area get hit with a,
Kind of wish we had some pictures or something.
well, we got the pictometry, that's about it, and
Same thing.
I don't think there's anything we need to do with respect to the improvements, and in fact, the improvement value went down slightly from last year. So some of the question is, what drove, was there anything inordinate driving the land value going up the way it did?
So the things that will indicate a land table change are the best case scenario, sales of vacant land. That would be great. You just have a piece of vacant land that sells, we know exactly what it's worth per foot. The other thing is you can abstract the land value out of the sale of an improved property by taking all of the value of the improvements off, and what you got left over is the indicated contributory value of the land. The third thing that changes land tables is a increase in the value of the location of the property that scales with the size of the lot and not with the quality of the house. So if we see people paying more to live in the country club, paying more to live in the donut, but they're paying, the change is scaling with how nice the house is. So you have a really nice house, it's gonna go up a lot, and you have a crummy house, people still don't want it. Or is it just how much land you got? You know, bigger property, more value, smaller property, less increase. But that's pretty much it.
So is this 188 outside the loop or 188 inside? I'm a little lost about where.
That is between Old 35 and the bypass.
Yeah,
The big thingy next to it is what used to be the Big Fisherman.
that's what I wanted, Walker.
This has a 65% functional on it already.
Yeah, on the improvements.
Yeah.
And I looked at that 3 times and I still didn't see it. There it is, right there. Okay.
What's that?
Do you see anything?
No.
I don't either. Trying.
Yeah, I don't see anything on the improvements, and I was just trying to see it. Jackie, could we look at 71124? That,
In what?
I'd like to see what the land value is in square footage.
Ruins here.
Sorry?
We've made a couple of ruins here.
The current land value or the
Yeah.
land value in 21? I guess it'd be the same thing. $1.60 unit price on a square foot basis. So it's $100,340 for the,
Okay, and just for yucks, let's look at 14625. Right back,
Oh.
it's $1 a square foot.
$1 a square foot.
Mhm.
And that makes it what? What's the total on the land?
$21,050.
Well, yeah, that's on the property and back.
Yeah,
So
14,621. Did we look at that? That's next door. Same size.
$1.60 a square foot.
It's only 188 as opposed to on Haley,
Yeah,
yeah,
they were on 2 different land tables, the little one in the back.
of course.
yeah. So I don't see a reason to change. stuff on 188 is all 160 and the others, not. Okey dokey. I'm working on it. Okay, case number 2021-1344, account number 14620, with regards to Q1. Yeah, I was looking at the table here. Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeded median level of an appraisal or equity value that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $90,220.
Second.
You got to address Q6 and Q11.
That was not in,
Okay.
it was not on, yeah.
It wasn't
I'll
on either
check.
of their affidavits.
Okay. In that case, all in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case 1346, account 14622. Okay.
All right, this is also owned by Choke Canyon Motel Inc., PO Box 2181, Port Aransas, Texas. This is 550 South Highway 188. Selected Q1 and Q2. Evidence, 2 pages. Statement of facts or arguments is blank. Statement of the owner says highest notice value per square foot for land at $1 per square foot. Land's $21,039 plus $15,320 for improvements, $36,359. They don't intend to appear at the hearing, signed and notarized by Jonathan Datum, and they have circled our land values per square foot for other properties. And properties on the Campbell Shaver, Adolfo Moore, Adolfo Walker, Guile, Longoria. And our evidence, we've got 34,420 on this last year. This year is 49,000 even. 49,000 exactly. Median indicated value on sales is 64,615. We do have sales of small mobile homes. The values you'll notice, I'll say NHC. This does not include any cash or down payment. Our values are all just whatever was securitized. Equity value 49,978. Low equity. This is on 188.
Yeah, this is a similar thing. The improvement value actually decreased slightly, and the land value is consistent with the stuff on 188, which is where this is at 160 a foot.
Right.
So I don't see any reason to change it.
Nope.
Make a motion on case 2021-1346, account number 14622. With regard to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, Q2, appraisal ratio exceeding median level of appraisal. With nothing else checked on the affidavit, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $49,000.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Case closed. Opening case 1694.
Okay, this is account 13994. Owners Peter R. Neesham, 524 Fulton Beach Road, Rockport, Texas. That is the property being protested, 524 South Fulton Beach Road. Reason for protest for Q1 and 2, evidence is 4 pages, statement of facts or arguments is blank. And the statement of owner says 50% co-ownership. OPV 400,000, which is an increase from a pro rata share of 361,815 of last year's value. If this parcel is just a building per owner notes, should be less. They don't intend to appear at the hearing, signed and notarized Jonathan Data. Survey says it's average quality property. And for So they're saying it should be 400,000, raise half. I'll point out, you cannot protest half of the property, you protest the full property's market value. The apportionment of your value to each owner is a matter of law. So this is account 8822467. Last year, its market value is 459,050. This thing must have been really damaged.
No, prior value is 0.
The improvement
For everything.
for everything.
Oh,
He didn't own half of it last year.
Yeah,
That's what
probably.
it is. That's what it is. Okay.
It's a UDI,
This is
Parent.
the UDI parent. Yep,
right, and their value.
I see. So, yeah, if this guy only owns 50% of the buildings and not 50% of the land, I don't know. It's really weird. That needs to be made a lot more clear. That's
Nine-
not a protest market value type discussion. The weirdest legal arrangement, it's borderline unenforceable. But this property last year was 460. This year it's 918. Effective age is still 2003. I really don't. I'm a little lost as to why this.
I don't even know where this is.
well,
It's on Fulton Beach Road.
I get it.
Yeah,
I've never seen Fulton Beach Road that look like
the value on this sheet says 459, which is half of the 918 that you have on the property card. So,
Yeah, that would be his notice value. Their opinion of value is 400.
Or 800 for the total.
800 for the total. Yep.
yeah.
Well, okay, so I mean, then I'll stop chasing the rabbit on what changed last year because they're not in disagreement with the ballpark figure. We're not talking about $400,000 property here. So what it boils down to is we're at 918. They want it to be 800. Our median sale value is 895. And the equity value is 898. So sight unseen, I can tell you, we said, we'll settle it for 895, and the agent said, nope. And that's why we're here. With 895, 800, or yeah, it's either 895 versus 800. It's really hard to get bearings on this, isn't it?
It
Yeah,
doesn't look right. It just doesn't look right because there's very little
Is this,
land on
this is,
Fulton Beach Road.
is this
so
Blake Bonnie?
between
Green Holding?
895, half of that's
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
447.5.
This is
Right?
yeah. This is I can say exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's right there?
And we are,
That's what I mean.
and the motion is on just that part, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Got it.
8. This is,
So this is the property that is shared.
I mean,
with,
the account ID on the property card is the same.
Bill Kleiny. Yes, this one.
It's not
Oh.
gonna, it's not gonna
With the cool.
hose things up
Yes.
by,
They share a driveway with the pink flamingo guy.
Yep.
Bill Kleiny is the big.
Yep.
Making half of it?
Flamingo guy.
yeah. I mean,
If we want the answer to be
895.
895 for the total,
Yes.
the motion has to be just on the 447.5 for this half.
You have to rule on the total market value, because if you rule that this guy's half is worth half of 895, then immediately the other person their value reflects the judgment made on this other. So you rule on the whole market value. That's why the property part included is the UDI parent. You cannot protest the child account. You can only protest the parent
Okay.
account.
So, and how did this, on our summary, on our listings here, it just has the half.
That's good feedback to give to PAX. That's very unhelpful to print it out that way.
Unhelpful. That's a very kind way to put it.
So,
Okay, so you follow what's going on here?
yeah, jumping ahead, I guess that's the other half. On to the next case.
Oh, is it?
Yes, sir.
So if you have 5
Shazam.
people that co-own a property, which is like, there's one of them that we do have 5 co-owners.
Yes.
That's why I read 1694
Good point.
twice.
One of them doesn't protest, 3 of them get protested by one agent, one of them protests independently. Whoever is the lowest of the 5 is everyone wins.
Okay. So I will make a motion on case number 2021-1694, account number 828822467 with regard to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal or equity. That we lower the 2021 appraised value from 918,000 to 895,000.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, case closed. Now, we have an exact duplicate, including account numbers on the sheet.
Yeah, I agree.
So do we need to do that too?
Yeah,
Again?
I would think so.
We just did it.
Well,
we
It
just-
technically
automatically
just did it.
changes both.
It changes
No,
the,
this isn't the other property ID either. The account number is the same.
It's
Yeah.
account
Same
number's the
child
same.
account. I don't know why it's on here twice.
But, well,
very screwed.
all right,
yeah, it's almost like it got split between last year and this year per se, because on this one, it shows the market value at 733 in the prior values. The other one showed 0.
Right.
And now the current value is consistent with what we just ruled on.
Right.
It shows a value change of minus 221,000.
With a different name. One was Jeremy T.
Yeah,
and the other was
yeah.
Peter R. Newsham.
Right.
okay, so we just did that.
We did.
Okay. So we fixed it.
We fixed it.
1694, and it's the same case ID and account, so there's no need for motion or any of that kind of stuff.
Okay, we have finished the 10 o'clock. And it's time for a 5-minute break.
Oh, good.
That's a good one to start.
Does the ice cream truck come at this time too?
Yes.
Excellent.
My wife
I thought I heard the bells.
got, she got a tail on the way home. She just got followed by some weirdo between Sinton and Rockport. And she was real worried about it. And she just sent me a text asking, she said, hey, can you help me pick out a pepper spray? I don't know which one to, I don't know what I'm looking for. So I'm editing a chili pepper on a Glock 23. That would be my recommendation.
There you go. Okay.
Pepper spray.
Go walk the track yesterday.
I did not, I mowed my yard yesterday.
That's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there for about 4.5 hours, I guess.
Jesus Christ.
Well, it's every weekend.
Huh?
I know, I'm just pretty, you know about it. It's on 2 lots.
So I just figured that your son is
Chance.
Chance. Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Said he was like, yeah, her son is Chance.
Yeah.
I'll call you buddy.
Uh-huh.
I was like, no, I
Yeah.
always hear about the daughter. I never hear about.
Yeah,
Chance.
that's well, Chance is my youngest son. I have 2 older boys too. And then
God, he
Brittany.
was a football playing fool.
Mm-hmm. Yep, he was. He was for sure. And the injuries to prove it. He was always hurt. Surgery after surgery. Yeah, meniscus and shoulder and collarbone and yeah.
Yeah, I played football one year, figured out that was not for me. I played basketball, baseball, and golf.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Chance played basketball.
And then I played, after high school, I played Division I golf. So I raised Macaulay to either play golf or tennis, whichever,
Right.
because I play tennis now.
Yeah.
I don't play golf anymore. So he comes to me when he's a sophomore, I think it was. Maybe he's a freshman. Maybe his freshman year came to me, because Dad, I want to play football. I'm like, what? He's like, I want to play football. I said, why on earth would you want to play football?
Mm-hmm.
And he said, because I don't want to regret not playing when I'm older. And I'm like, "Oh,
Can't
okay.
really say no to that, can
All
you?
right.
It's like, all right, I got
But
you.
look, when it gets hard, there ain't no quitting. You don't get to quit.
It was rough.
And
It was-
he did, man, when he was coming out of middle school, you know, they did that summer conditioning thing.
Oh, yeah.
So Macaulay was a little fat kid,
Uh-huh.
and he came out of middle school and went to that first morning. And I go pick him up. I dropped him off at 6:30. I went and picked him up,
Pearl.
and he's white as a sheet.
Uh-huh.
And he gets in the car, and I said, "You all right?" And he's real quiet. He goes, I think we got about to the bank. Stop.
Uh-huh.
He said, I threw up.
Yep.
I said, well, you know, it's hot. Yeah, I get it. And he said, no, I threw up.
A lot of kids do that first time. That's why Chance would drink a lot of water and just stay outside and a lot of water. Because if you don't, you're gonna go into shock.
So he got home, went in the bathroom, and laid on the tile floor for the next 3 hours. I go in and check on him every day to make sure he's breathing, and then
Yeah.
come back out and go through the whole day. I'm up at 5:30, 6 o'clock the next morning, and I'm making coffee. And here he comes out of the bathroom. I was
Ready to
like-
go again?
I was like, what's up? He goes, I gotta go. I went, really? He said, yeah, I'm gonna be late. Come on, let's go. I
You're
went,
like, I was sure, yeah. I was sure you were gonna quit.
And he went from like 5'8", 250 down to like 189, 180, something like that.
I know, it's crazy.
Uh-huh.
You calmed her down?
What's that?
Have you calmed her down?
No, I'm actually trying to sell her on this idea. Like,
She doesn't have a gun, right?
no, she's like,
Yeah.
she's carrying something.
Yeah.
Like pepper spray. Like I don't do pepper sprays for dogs and you know, javelinas or something. That's a pepper
I
spray.
forget what movie I saw where the guy he used pepper spray as a mouth.
You can really get used to it.
Yeah,
People
evidently.
who go to a lot of protests and demonstrations and stuff, riots, they get to where it doesn't slow down. You know, you still swell up and stuff, but you tolerate it.
When I was in college at UT, I worked in, I lived in an off-campus dorm, right off campus. And I worked as a security guard at that dorm. It was a custodian, 21 stories. The first 9 was a parking garage. So we would start in our rounds, we'd start from, the top floor and just walk every floor. And then walk the entire parking lot. So. I don't know how many-
elevator back up?
Yeah, didn't have to walk up. But we were carrying walkie-talkie and pepper spray. Might have been mace.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can tell this coming. So after months of doing this, I'm carrying this pepper spray and mace. I said, I wonder how this works. So I took it and I held it out in front of me like this and I went, Failing to notice the direction of the wind. Back in my face.
So that's the thing, like, so she was driving back from San Marcos yesterday, pulled over outside of St. and was taking pictures of cotton fields and stuff. She is a very prolific photographer. And she had pulled over and she put her hazards on and she was way off the road. Minivan, young woman, the blinkers on. It's understandable somebody's gonna pull over and ask if she needs help. This guy pulls over and asks if she needs help, and she's like, "No, fine, just taking pictures, everything's good." And he was like, "Oh, you're a photographer? Do you have a card or anything?" And she was like, "No, I don't, but you can just Google Rockport family photographer and all. If your family want a picture or whatever." Trying to be kind of simple with it. And he just kind of was over eager. And then whenever she started to drive away, he was heading north and she was going south. And he pulled over in the opposite way. When she started to leave, he did a U-turn and started following her. And then she just got through Sinton and stuff. And he's still on, she's on 188. He's still behind her. At one point, she slowed way down and for something in town, and then sped up, and he came up after a light like really fast. And by the time she was doing 70, he was like 20 yards behind her. So she called me on the phone, and I was saying, he gets a little stoplight, just get his license plate number, that kind of thing. And I was just telling her, just come to Rockport, and if you turn down Market Street and the dude's still behind you, don't drive home, just drive to the police station, and I'll call them, and they have this, truck make and model and license plate number, and it's gonna be fine, right? So that's the situation that she's in. So she's asking me about pepper spray. What the hell is pepper spray gonna do in that situation? It's not gonna do anything
Hurt your eyes.
because one, there is a chance that exactly you
That
pepper
he's-
spray somebody and you end up pepper spraying yourself just as bad.
Yeah.
And the other thing is the pepper spray. People worry a lot about guns going off when you're not trying, like any kind of misfire or you drop it or something like that. But pepper spray is way worse for that. And people find out, they pepper spray their own purse or they try to get it out and they pepper spray their living room. So they end up making security caps for these things so that they don't accidentally go off. And then it's a hassle when you
Trying
need
to
it.
get it off.
You need it now, and you have seconds, split seconds. The other thing is, I was like, okay, what's gonna happen? You stop at a stop sign, right? You're looking at his license plate. You're clearly taking it down. Either the dude sits there and lets you take his license plate number, you're okay. Or the worst thing he could do in that situation is get out, right? So he gets out of his car, you just drive away. Now you have an enormous head start on this guy. If he gets out, you're not gonna stop and get out and pepper spray and drive. I'm just gonna leave, But if he gets out with a gun, pepper spray is not gonna do anything.
Right.
And if he tries to run you off the road or something like that, you're stuck on the side of the road with this dude and your car doesn't work. Again, you don't want pepper spray in that situation. The solution is not pepper spray. It's either self-defense is either you use your shoes to go somewhere else or a firearm. That's it. We used to get this when I worked in the knife world. People would be like, "Oh, we're a knife for self-defense." And it's the worst idea. The worst thing.
Yeah, Smith and Wesson makes it. Smith and Wesson makes the 5-shot hammerless feather line, I think that's what it's called. So it doesn't jam. If you drop it, it doesn't go off.
Nice.
And this is all cool because everybody in the movies has one of these things, But
Have you ever tried to do that?
if you're smaller,
Uh-huh.
pulling the slab back and the chance of a shell jamming between, in between, especially under stress, it ain't gonna work. And the story that my buddy had was when his now wife was in college, they were having like a rice bag tying party at this, and these guys came in the house, and all these girls were, they were silly and drinking margaritas and doing, having And the guy's now wife, they laid two of the girls across the bed, laying, their stomachs across the bed. And she said, "Oh, this is not gonna be good." So she reaches across the bed, she looks down, sees her purse, and she reaches down and has her hand on the pistol, and was about to come up and shoot him. And because he bought her that particular model, and she knew she could pick the purse up, not pull it out, just
Right.
pick the purse up and shoot him.
Yeah.
And we go through, and everything will be good. Kind of, but something spooked him, and they all ran out.
That's
Somebody was looking out for those guys, because she was gonna come up and just blast them. And.
you get what you get.
Yeah, that little like featherweight or featherlight or something like that. So I like,
Yeah, you want
I'm
kids
good.
watching Gunsmoke, and
Okay.
people are doing
Yes.
this for their thing, and we had, it's, can't do that.
Okay,
let's go back to work. Here we go.
opening a hearing on case 416, account 15106. This is in the 130 docket.
Thank you.
This is Alex and Margaret Parma, 11416 Sweet Basil Court, Austin, Texas. Property being protested is 65 Nassau Drive, apartment B109. They've selected Q1 and Q2. Evidence is 2 pages. Statement of facts is equity 183,388. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized, Jacqueline Williams. It has depreciated from last year. That was circled on their stuff. Last known sale price was $142,000 in 2003. Last year it was $224,370. This year it's $222,930. So this is depreciated year over year. This is Casa Allegro. And I think this is a downstairs unit. And the median value for sales is 210. Median value for equity is 222,930. We have 210 on sale. They say equity 183,388, but I don't know what they mean by that. Because I just assumed that was talking about our equity grid, but because they didn't include anything. That was frozen.
Yeah, I don't know how they come up with 188, but. Okay, so based on the sales grid, I'll make a motion on case 2021-416, account number 15106, with regard to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value, that we lower the 2021 appraised value from $222,930 to $210,130.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, case closed, opening case 41, let me check that. Yeah, 417, account 15414.
Okay, this is James D. Gooden, 100 East Burleson Street, Wharton, Texas. Property in question is 2341 FM 1781, Unit 20, 78382. This is Q1, Q2. Evidence is 1 page. Statement, section 5 says OPV 104,420. Only one neighborhood land 2020 sale that is not similar to the subject. Nothing supports increase. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized by Jacqueline Williams. Neighborhood sales for vacant land 2757-1781 sold. $400,000. And then there's some stuff out in Copano Cove. Another affidavit.
Yeah, which, that's a different OPV.
Yeah, it's identical, except it says there's no evidence and the opinion of value is 160.
That doesn't make any sense.
And the market value last year was 104. Wait, what the heck? Is that right?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Their opinion of value is $50,000.
Oh, that's why the first affidavit had a reasonable or an understandable.
Oh.
This is the second,
It's 50 grand.
yeah,
over the
makes no
notice.
sense.
Well, there's
So-
two accounts, so it could be for the other account.
He probably just got a wire across, yeah. Let me make sure that this is right.
Yeah, the next.
15414, so he may have fat fingered that, that's okay.
Yeah, the next. This makes sense. Bill.
This is just TP on some vacant land. So we have vacant land sales out there in Copano Cove on Rattlesnake Point, Allen Park, Salt Lake, at Salt Lake, median value indicated for the subject is 133. They're selling for 44, 46, 37, and $46 cents per foot. So it's all about 45 cents a foot. Subject is at 34. That's all. And I would rebut their statement that there's no sales. They're right there. Those are the land sales.
Okay. See anything, Charlie?
No, strange piece of property.
Yeah, weird dimensions.
Mine too.
Okay, I will make a motion on case 2021-417. Account number 15414. With respect to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value that we maintain. The 2021 appraised value at $111,610.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Case closed. Opening case 418, account 15417.
James D. Gooden, 100 East Burleson Street, Wharton, Texas, 77488. Property description is 151 Fleming's Lane, 78382. Reason for protest is Q1 and Q2. Evidence is blank. Statement of facts or argument says no change. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Signed and notarized by Jacqueline.
I will make a motion on case 2021-418, account number 15417. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity that we maintain. The 2021 appraised value at $173,180.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Case closed. Opening case 481, account 57661.
This is Stephen H. and Barbara J.
Bill Eisen?
312 East Pompano Road, Rockport, Texas. This is their property, same address. Q1, Q2, evidence, 2 pages, statement of facts, arguments, blank, statement of owner, huge increase. No comparable cells in neighborhood, OPV 150,000. Time to jump from the data. Okay. Same information on an affidavit from Jacqueline Williams. Statement of facts or argument says OPV 180,517. 20 to 21 MLS neighborhood sales 0 2021. 20. No sales from MLS in the last year's support increase. Last sale price 2018. This thing was purchased for 180,000. It's a verified number. It's a homestead over 65 property, Pompano. We have sales on Pompano, quail, sagebrush, and pompano. And if you notice, the says some of these are verified, some of them are unverified. Side note, one of the nice things about having MLS pulled is we don't have the blind spot of sales that don't use real estate agents. Previously, you could just not use a real estate agent. Sale prices ghost. So you just see O'Connor struggling to find sales because they don't have any MLS sales. They're sales. All right. That's it.
Okay,
Okay,
make a motion on case 2021-481, account number 57661. With respect to Q1 incorrect market value, appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeded median level of an appraisal or equity value. We maintain the 2021 appraised value at $188,180.
Second.
all in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case ID 527. Account 16436.
All right, it's owned by On Call Rentals LLC, 155 Wood Hollow Drive, Dale, Texas, 78616. 140 Lakeshore Drive, 7832. Incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared to other properties. Evidence is one page. Section 5 is OPV 140,180. Zero 2020 sales. Nothing supports the increase. Equity 120,145. Statement of owner is blank. They don't intend to appear at the hearing. Signed by Jacqueline Williams. It says there's 0 2020 sales showing in their system. Second affidavit is from Chris Day, and it says age and condition of property suggests lower value. OPV 75,000. All right. The subject property is noticed last year at 143. This year it was noticed at 175. Change is in Copano Cove. It was a transaction. It was not a market sale. Went from Larry Williams to On Call Rentals, care of Patricia Williams. So it just didn't sell. Last transaction for this is 27. This little house. All right, it's 4FB. We've got on Lakeshore, we've got some sales on sagebrush, quail, bufflehead, and teal, indicating a value for the subject at 182. And our equity grid's 185. And again, there's sales. That's it.
Okay, I'll make a motion on 2021-527, account number 16436, with regard to Q1. Incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeded median level of appraisal or equity value, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $175,880.
Second.
All in favor? Case closed. Open case ID 1349, account 71124.
Right, so by Choke Canyon Motel Incorporated, 345 Haley Road. Somewhere. And the property description is 345 Haley Road. Reasons for protest, Q1 and 2, evidence is one page, section 5, OPV 40,771. PID 14189, which is not the subject, is 0.65 cents per square foot. So they don't intend to appear at the hearing, signed by Jacqueline Williams. And there is a neighborhood vacant land sale listing, MLS comments. 84 cents, 65 cents. Okay.
We did.
And the property last year was noticed at 45,150. This year it's 100,340. It is on 188. It is contiguous with the other ones that we heard this morning.
Yes.
$100.60.
Yep. Okay, I'll make a motion on case 2021-1349. Account number 71124. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal or equity value that we maintain. The 2021 appraised value at $100,340.
All in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case 1710. Account 61570.
The owner is Mark L. and Beth B. Drake. 1142 Rich J. Circle, Canyon Lake, Texas. 7811133. 17 North Point. Reasons for protest. This is that's in a Kibler. Reasons for protest: incorrect appraised market value, values unequal compared with the property. Section 4 says 2 pages. Section 5 is blank. Statement of owner says similar size properties that is newer sold. Property that is newer sold for $605,000. Homeowners OPV $600,000. The residential survey is just the owner's opinion of value. 600 grand. All right. Last year we had this property at 618. This year is at 648. It is right on the point from the north point of North Point. All right. Median sales value is 682 for sales on East Bend, West Point, North Point. And that the median sales value is the best comp. It's a really good comp. There you go. And the equity grid 675, we're at 648.
Jackie, just for yucks, can you look at account 44708? Interested in the land.
$9.15 square foot, 118,820.
Okay, this is at 8. Okay, I see no change. Are we okay? Okay, I'll make a motion. You all right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll make a motion on 2020 on case 2021-1710, account number 61570. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal or equity value that we maintain. The 2021 appraised value at $648,340.
Second.
All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Case closed. Opening case 420. Account 16812.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yes, it is, actually.
All right. Clayton M. and Judy L. Dibble own this property, 113 Alameda Circle. That doesn't seem right. Alameda Circle. I think it's Alameda. Alameda. Never heard of it. Victoria, Texas 77904. Property is 121 Coconut Ridge Road. Reasons for protest Q1 and 2. Section 4 is 2 pages. Section 5 is blank. Statement of owner: no like sales in neighborhood. OPV 580,000. Jonathan Datum does not intend to appear at the hearing. Our evidence. So this thing was purchased in 2019 for $603,570. Last year we were at $568,870. This year we're at $635,700. Picture shows a big salmon colored house. I don't need that color. All right, median sales value is 663, and the median equity value is 633,858, which is within the margin of error, but does indicate a negative adjustment. I definitely don't think that it's worth $23,000 less than what they paid for it 2 years ago. We're at 633.
Okay. So. I'll make a motion on case 2021-420, account number 16812. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value. That would reduce the 2021 appraisal from 635,700 to 633,850.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case 422, account 16827.
Okay, owners James D. and Robbie G. Ward, 361 Copano Ridge Road, Rockport, Texas, 78382. Property description 365 Copano Ridge Road, 78382. Selected Q1 and Q2, the evidence is blank. Section 5 says no change. Statement of owner is blank, and Jacqueline Williams does not intend to appear at the hearing. We agree.
Okay.
All right, on case, I'll make a motion on case 2021-422. Account number 16827 with respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value. The Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal. That we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $97,710.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opening hearing on case 423, account 16843.
Okay, this owner is Copano Properties LLC, 2815 Paul Quinn Street, Houston, Texas, 77091. Property description 451 Copano Ridge Road, 78382. They've selected Q1 and Q2. Evidence, 3 pages. Statement of facts or argument is blank. And owner's statement says no sales in neighborhood, OPD 330,000, which is 10% higher. The property owner's survey just says everything's average. Signed by Jonathan. This is Jonathan Dayton. It does. This is Jonathan Dayton. Spell his own name. Can't say I haven't done that. All right, this is 16843. This thing was sold in 2018 and we don't know for how much. Last year's value was 298,680. This year it was 351,150. This is on Copano Ridge Road on Copano Bay. 4FB. We have sales on Ridge Harbor, Copano Ridge Road, and Ridge Harbor. Some 5s and a. That's not a 4. What the heck, man? Ridiculous looking. Okay, so we don't have any other 4s. This is a 5. But we have when adjusted to be like a subject, the indicated value is 368. The equity value is 360. Subject is at 351. There is sales activity out here. Lots of it, actually. That's all.
Yeah, I see no change. I'll make a motion on case 2021-423, account number 16843. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value. And Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal or equity value. That we maintain the 2021 appraised value of at 351,150.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Case closed. Opening case 424, account 17001.
All right, this is Craig A. and Lisa S. Fur, 3302 Long Meadow, Pear Lane, Texas, 77584. Property description is 5 Scallop Lane. They selected Q1 and Q2. Evidence is 1 page. Statement of facts or arguments is blank. Statement of owner says no like sales. OPD $260,000. Signed by Jonathan Dayton, who does not intend to appear at the Let's see here. What do we got? Their little printout shows. I don't know why he's underlying stuff on Orleans and Linden. The subject is on scallop, and there's stuff on pintail here. Speckled trout is not underlined. Why, I don't know. Okay, so I think it's 260. And I would say those comps they're picking are wildly different neighborhood. Okay. 17001. This thing was purchased in 2004 for 185. This year, it went from 255 basically to 290, essentially. 289, 580. This is on the interior side of Scallop, facing that bay, Salt Bay back there. The median sales value is 312. So we have sale. Wow. The first one is a 4-class home on Scallop. So the neighbor got purchased for 285, indicating a value for the subject at 305. We're at 289 on this whole thing. And the equity grid is 307. We're at 289. I'll hang my hat on that one sale.
So,
And I rebut their assertion that there's no sales, that neighbor sold.
well, he just had his eye closed. There's one good eye.
Maybe.
Okay. You got anything?
289, 580.
I'll make a motion on case 2021-424, account number 17001. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2, appraisal ratio exceeds median level of appraisal or equity value that we maintain. The 2021 appraised value at $289,580.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Case closed. Open case 474. Account 47947.
There are two affidavits, but they appear to be the same affidavit. All right, so this is Ernest Ryan Donnelly, owns the property at his address at 8303 Big Bend Drive, Sugar Land, Texas 77479. Property is 81 Coconut Ridge Road 78382. Reasons for protest: Q1, Q2, section 4 is blank, section 5 is blank. Statement of owner says number 47947, which is the subject. Land sales do not support market value. OPV 135,000. Signed by Chris Day, who did not intend to appear at the hearing. All right, so the last sale price, we have this is a land parcel, it looks like. Yep, vacant land. So this was purchased in 2019, and our unverified number is 139,410. The market value last year was 145. This year it's still sitting at 145. I can't remember if this part of the road is lot or front foot.
It's
I think
lot.
It's front foot.
No, it says lot on the property card.
Oh, okay.
If
Okay,
I read
it's
it
lot value.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because there's a lot of variance between these things, but what it boils down to is just the place to put a house right there. And man, people put them on some tiny ones, tiny. All right, the first comp is the subject. Let's just look at the prices per square foot. $21.19 for the subject, and another one at $23.98, and another one at $24.10. So we do have land sales on Coconut Ridge, indicating our value is supported. Weighted value for this, all of them is 151. We're at 145. The equity grid is going to be their whole lot value, so it's like precisely the same.
Okay, on case, I'll make a motion on case 2021-474, account number 47947. With respect to Q1, incorrect appraised market value, and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal, that we maintain the 2021 appraised value at $145,000.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Case closed. Open case 1709. Count 16810.
Okay. Property owner is Stanley and Julia Hogman, 26926, Stillwood Meadows Lane, Rockport, Texas. Yeah. Stillwood Meadows Lane. Property in question is 123 Coconut Ridge Road.
It's Katie.
Stillwood Meadows is gonna be in Katy, right?
Yeah.
Because on the affidavit, it says Rockport, Texas, 78382.
Oh.
I don't think we have a Stillwood. No. 26926. Anyways, the reason for protest, Q1 and 2, section 4 says 2 pages, section 5 is blank. Statement of owner says homeowners OPV 281,620, similar sizes and better classes, sold for less. Signed by Jonathan Datum, who doesn't intend to appear at the hearing. The owner's opinion of value is 281,620, and there's note says there is an electricity pole in the front yard.
Join the crowd.
There's a woodpecker.
them.
All right, 16810. Last year's value was 281,620. This year was noticed at 315,590. Removed H code and adjusted effective age per visit, new windows and roof. So this thing was in a damaged state and it got finished up. All right, so we've got sales on subjects on Coconut Ridge. We've got sales on Dead Ends, Scallop, Ridge Harbor, and Ridge Harbor. The first comp is really good. On Dead Ends, sold for $398, indicating the value is $335 for the subject. We're at $315. Median indicated value is $345. Median equity value is $310,939. So the subject, that indicates within a margin of error, but it indicates a negative adjustment of about $4,000. So that number again was $310,930.
Okay, I'll make a motion on case number
Wait a
2020.
minute,
Whoops.
let me just look at one thing.
Yeah.
Who owns 16809?
Reed and Dane, last name SCHEINER.
Okay, thanks. Go ahead.
Schneider.
All right.
Yep.
Okay, I'll make a motion on case 2021-1709. Count number 16810 with respect to Q1 incorrect appraised market value and Q2 appraisal ratio exceeds median level of an appraisal that we, for equity value, that we may, or that we reduce the 2021 appraised value from $315,590 to $310,930.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we're done.
That's it.
That's it.
That's all she wrote. Oh, you were right, Damon.
Charlie was worried. Charlie was worried.
Good job, Jackie. You
Piece
had
of
the hardest job.
Yeah.
Piece of cake.
The hardest job is going to sign it.
All right, should we just double check that there aren't any letters or anything else?
I think that's what I want to do.
Oh,
All right, no letters.
consequently, I will make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, we are adjourned.